I don't know that CNN's discussing this today. I don't know that MSDNC is discussing this today. I don't know if they're going to give a little bit of history, but we will today because it's quite fascinating. Now, Paul, have you ever been up to Lexington and Concord? I was just there last year with my kids, and it's quite the place to visit. I hate the fact that it's in Massachusetts now.
In New England, yeah.
We go back back in the day.
It's a shame. I haven't been to the Communist Republic of, or the glorious People's Republic of Massachusetts for about 20 years now, just because they're not friendly to me, and so I don't feel the need to go and give them my money.
Well, let's go back a little bit and put some things in context. 13 colonies. I'm sitting in one of the original 13 colonies in Georgia. And, of course, the British colonies were founded in the 17th century and 18th century, running from really Massachusetts on down to the state of Georgia, 13 original colonies. Each colony, what we know as a state now, was run by a royal governor. And that royal governor controlled all of the troops within their colony. It's hard for us to put this in perspective because we think of ourselves as states now, but we're talking about prior to the fight that gave us the country we have today, that the Democrats are trying to destroy. And the troops in each individual colony at that time.
Time for the action. Welcome to Artesia Bulldog Baseball on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP and online worldwide at ksvptv.com.
Pitch, and that's a well-hit ball to left field. That's going to drive back. See ya! Home run, two-out home run. Big-time swing for Dalen. First pitch he saw, he jacks it over the left field fence, and the Bulldogs take the early lead, 3-0.
Sports on KSVP AM and FM and at ksvptv.com is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, LaFonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Maupin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, and Sandy Stockton and State Farm of Artesia. Now, on with the action.
La Fonda Restaurant in Artesia has always been known for its great atmosphere and even better food. Well, now you can come in and enjoy a delicious meal with a glass of beer or wine. Come see our full beverage menu today. Don't forget about our lunch buffet with lots of sweets, and we cater too. Come see us now for all upcoming parties and events. The Perkins family invites your family to come in and enjoy a meal with us. La Fonda Restaurant, proud supporter of the Artesia Bulldogs.
Out on the road, there's just one place. When you walk on in, you see a friendly face. It's Big O. Big O Tires.
From March 25th to April 21st, get $80 to $120 instant savings on 4 select in-stock Nexen, Nitto, Toyo, or Hankook tires with installation purchase. Big O Tires, the team you trust. Savings vary by brand. Installation charges extra. Required on all 4 tires. Not valid with other offers. Eligibility may vary. Excludes Nitto, Crosstech 2, and Nexen N-Priz AH5 and N-Priz AH8 tires. Disposal fees extra and shop fees extra where permitted. See store for details.
Check it out.
Introducing the new and improved taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar. Now more delicious. Zero never tasted so good. Try it now.
Welcome back here to KSVPTV.com, KSVP Radio. Game 2 is getting ready to start. First pitch called, strike 1. Madison Martinez to I.P. Quiroga, who is the leadoff batter for the Wildcats. 0-1 the count. We're in the top of the first inning. Game number 2. The whole field almost. There's one little sliver out there in right field of sunlight. Swung on and ripped foul down the line for strike 2 on a foul ball. Defensively, Warren, Morrison, Whitmire left to right. Nope. I got the wrong player at third base. It is Kinsley Rodriguez over at third base. I'll give you the rest of the infield after this. That pitch outside for ball one. So Kinsley at third, Kinsey Carlo at short, Michaela Lujan at second, and Caden Apodaca at first, with Elizabeth De La Riva behind the plate and Maddie Martinez in the circle. Here's the 1-2. High, ball two, so 2-2 now the count. As she steps back in on the right side, Quiroga. On deck is Honey Morales, and in the hole is Avery Rodriguez for the Wildcats. Here's the wind and the pitch. High. Got away from her. Ball three. So full count now. And a time called. There's the Lovington coach trying to call a timeout. He's going to toss the ball back to the umpire. All right, so full count now. Leadoff batter here in game number 2. Quiroga steps back in on the right side. Maddie Martinez in the circle, ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the right side. Looks like there might be room, and there is, right in front of the home dugout. Caden Apodaca with the fly ball. Catch for out number 1 in foul territory. All right, so one down as Honey Morales will come to the plate. She'll step in on the right side. Bulldogs playing a little deeper here in game number 2. We saw 2 home runs by Zabri Rodriguez in game number 1. She had 3 RBIs and 2 home runs. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. On deck is Zabri Rodriguez, and in the hole, Angelina Corral. As Morales steps back in. Martinez ready to go. Here's the 0-1. Good curveball. Strike 2 called as that curved in and across the plate. So 0-2 now to Morales. And the wind and the pitch. A little bit high, ball 1. So 1-2 now the count. She did not chase that. Looked like a rise ball. So 1-2 the count. And here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly, out to center, coming in hard and making the play. Kenna Morrison for out number 2. Good job getting to that by Kenna. And so that brings Avery Rodriguez to the plate. Had a big game in game 1. 2 home runs for the young lady. So she'll step in to face Maddie Martinez for the first time. Two outs. We're in the top of the first of game number 2. Bulldogs fell in game 1 6-2. Swung on, fouled back and out of play for a foul ball strike. So 0-1 the count. Martinez outside of the circle, taking a look into Perseus, who's looking over to the dugout still. That's not Perseus, that's Elizabeth behind the plate, De La Riva. Here's the wind and the pitch. Down and in, ball 1. 1-1 now to Zabri Rodriguez. On deck is Angelina Corral, and in the hole, Layla Hernandez. With 2 outs here in the top of the first inning. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a base rip into left field. Warren gets it on the first hop, throws it into the second baseman, Lujan. Holder at a single, and so a 2-out single. We'll bring Angelina Corral to the plate, the number 4 hitter in the lineup. She's the third baseman, wears number 13 on her blue jersey. She'll step in on the right side. 0 for 4 in game number 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. And that hitter came inside and got a piece of something, maybe, but that's a hit by pitch. So, runners on first and second, and Layla Hernandez coming to the plate. As the second baseman and third baseman talking to Maddie in the circle. 2 down, runners at first and second, and Hernandez coming to the plate. She'll step in on the right side. Maddie Martinez with the sign and the pitch. Swung on, fouled back and out of play for strike one. 0-1 now the count to Hernandez. On deck is Emery Ellis, and in the hole, Jocelyn Holguin for the Lovington Wildcats. 2 down, but 2 runners on board here with 2 outs. As De La Riva gives the signal, the sign to Maddie. Here's the pitch. Swing, a little slow roller out front. The throw down is going to be errant, and the runner is going to come into the plate and moving over on the throw. So the throwing error on De La Riva. So 1 run comes across, runners at second and third on the throwing error on a little dribbler to the right side of the plate. So coming home and then moving to third base was the runner from first, and going to second on the throw. So that's the score now, 1-0, but runners at first, third, and second. 2 runners on the scoring. Man, my mind is just messed up. I can't even get words out. 2 runners in scoring position is what I was trying to say, with 2 outs, and the score 1-0. At the plate is Emery Ellis. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing on it, and it's a little blooper in the infield. And I have to hurry. Did she get her? She did. Nice play by Lujan. It was bang, bang, but called out at first on the ground out. So that does stop the bleeding. But, boy, the Bulldogs give up 1 run off of 1 hit. There was also an error and 2 runners left on base. 1-0 as we head into the bottom of the first with the top of the order coming to the plate. Kenna, Perseus, and McKenzie.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL or Class D CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and be at least 25 years of age. All positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screen. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contributions toward health benefits. Please apply in person at 402 West Main in Artesia, inside the Age Safety Facility. Equal Opportunity Employer.
I can't believe I just scratched that car. Find my insurance card.
Dude, what do you have in this glove box? Ew, are these socks dirty?
Forget about the socks. I need my insurance card.
Just pull it up on the State Farm mobile app.
But I can do that? Oh, hey, I can do that.
Yep, it's called service.
I can file a claim on here, too?
Yeah, it's called service.
Whoa, I can call my agent, too?
It's called service.
In Artesia, contact Sandy Stockton at 575-748-1111.
All right, we're back here as the top of the first is over. The Lovington Wildcats get a run in the top half. It is 1-0 going into the bottom half of the first inning. And Kenan Morrison will come to the plate. Ken will step in on the right side and face the pitcher, Daphne Udahata, the new pitcher here in game number 2. I'll give you the full defense after this first pitch. Here's the wind and the first pitch. Called strike 1. So 0-1 the count to Kenna. Bailey Garcia in left, Emery Ellis in center, and Zabri Rodriguez out in right. Angelina Corral, Layla Hernandez, Honey Morales, and Jocelyn Holguin from third to first, and that's ball 1, so 1-1 now the count. Anahi Quiroga catching, and the aforementioned Daphne Udahara in the circle. Kenna Morrison on deck, Perseus Aguilar in the hole, and Kenna Morrison at the plate, and that pitch a little bit high, ball 2. Perseus Aguilar DPing, she's on deck, and Kinsey Carlo, the shortstop, in the hole for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Caught the outside corner, strike 2. 2-2 now, the count to Defense playing pretty much straight away, but pretty deep for the Wildcats out in the outfield. Here's the pitch. She reaches out and hits it to the first baseman, and she will go cover on her own. So Holguin gets the out on the ground out.
The designated player, number 15.
So that is out number one.
Aguilar.
And to the plate comes Perseus Aguilar. She is DPing here in game number 2. And she'll step in to face Daphne Udahata for the first time tonight. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike one. So 0-1 the count. Aguilar takes a practice swing and now steps back in. Carlo on deck and Warren in the hole. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball one, 1-1 now. The count. There's 5. Yeah, 5 aces. Here's the pitch. Swing on. That's a hard ground ball. Line drive down the line. And that'll get by the third baseman. Didn't even have a chance. She hit it so hard. So the 1-out single puts the tying run on base. And coming to the plate with the go-ahead run, Kinsey Carlo. Kinsey will step in on that right side. It was a good effort over there by Corral, but the ball just shot by her down the line. She didn't dive, but she stabbed at it. All right, so here's the wind and the pitch to Carlo. Ball one. 1-0 the count. So Kinsey steps back in with a 1-0 count. On deck is Warren, and in the hole, Apodaca for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. And running on it is... And safely is Perseus Aguilar, called safe. So bang, bang play down there. The ball was kind of bobbled by the catcher, and Perseus took off. And so stolen base for Aguilar. And that was ball 2 at the plate. So now the tying run in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Strike one on the outside edge. 2-1 now the count. Aguilar at second and Kinsey Carlo at the plate. Warren in the hole and Apodaca are on deck and Warren in the hole. And that pitch a little bit too far. 3-1 now to Carlo. A little too far out. So she'll step back in with a 3-1 pitch count. Good hitter's count here for the batter. She don't absolutely love it. She can let it go by. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be just foul down the line. It was scooped up over there, backhanded by the third baseman, Corral. So probably good that it was foul because she would have had a good chance to throw it across and get the out. So that'll take the count full. 3-2 now the count to Carlo. Steps back in on the right side, and Udahata ready to go. Here's the wind and the payoff pitch. And that is ball 4. So that puts runners at first and second with 1 out. And Zoe Warren will come to the plate. Zoe will step in on the right side. So now she's in ready to go. And Udahata also ready. Here's the wind and the pitch. Strike one called. 0-1 the count. Bulldogs have the tying run and the go-ahead run on the base path now as Aguilar down at second. Carlo at first. It's 1-0 Lovington here in the bottom of the first inning with 1 out. Swung on, fouled off to the right side for strike 2. To the count as Warren gets ready to step back in. Udahata ready to go. Here's the wind in the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is strike 3 for out number 2 here in the bottom of the first inning. And that'll bring number 24 to the plate, Caden Apodaca. So Udahata gets her pitch. And called strike one. Waiting on the pitch. Back in. 0-1 to count. 2 down. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. Fouled straight back for strike number 2. All right, so on deck is number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez, followed by Michaela Lujan in the hole, as the Bulldogs trying to get back the run that was scored in the top half of the inning. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. It's a little slow roller back to Tejada. She picks it up, throws it to first, and that is out number 3 on the ground out. 1-3 the put out. So the Bulldogs get a hit, but no runs. They leave 2 runners on base. There was no errors. And we go into the top of the second, 1-0 in favor of the Wildcats.
Kane Electrical Supply is your #1 distributor when it comes to the top-of-the-line inventory. Kane Electric carries name brands such as Appleton, Burndy, Fluke, Cooper Lighting, Hoffman, Phillips Lighting, iDeck, Klein Tools, and Square D. Kane Electric has your professionals and will assist you with any information you may have on electrical supplies. Kane Electric delivers on location too. Come by Kane Electric today in Artesia at 1911 North Roselawn.
Now is a pretty darn good time to be shopping for a truck. Here at Guy Chevrolet, they have both the GMC Sierra 1500 and the Chevrolet Silverado 1500 truck being offered with only 1.9% financing on approved credit. 1.9% saves you thousands on your payments. Let Guy Chevrolet's friendly staff help you select the Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra of your dreams and get 1.9% financing while they last. Guy Chevrolet, treating you like family for 99 years on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
All right, we're here in the top of the second at the MAC. Lovington 1, Artesia 0 in the second game. And leading off here in the top of the second will be number 9, Jocelyn Holguin for the Wildcats. Maddie Martinez with the first pitch of the second. Ground ball hard to the right side, foul for strike 1. Zoe Warren out in left and Jenna Whitmire in right. Kenna Morrison playing center field. Caden Apodaca over at first with Kinsley Rodriguez at third. Kenzie Carlo at short, and Michaela Lujan playing second base. Elizabeth De La Riva behind the plate, and the aforementioned Maddie Martinez in the circle for the Bulldogs. There's your defense. And here's the 0-1. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. On deck is the DP, number 15, Sabri Sanchez, and in the hole, the left fielder, number 21, Bailey Garcia for the Cats. As Holguin steps back in with a 1-1 count, nobody out. And the pitch. Inside, ball 2, 2-1. Now the count. Sun has set. And the lights, of course, been on for a while here at the ballpark. Here's the pitch. Ground ball to the left side for a foul ball, strike 2. So 2-2 now the count, as that's going to make its way into the corner down there. And Zoe Warren will go pick it up and toss it back in. So 2-2 the count, as the infield all touched the ball. Holguin back in. Martinez back onto the plate, and here's the 2-2. Swung on, hit hard, but right at Kinsley Rodriguez at third base. So that's a line drive out for out number 1, which will bring the DP, Sabri Sanchez, to the plate. Batting in the 8 hole, wearing number 15 on her jersey. She got the win in game 1 in the circle, and now DPing. Here's the pitch, swung on, fouled into the net for strike 1, foul ball. Bailey Garcia, the left fielder, on deck, and then we're back to the top of the order. Anahi Quiroga, the catcher, in the hole for the Wildcats, as we've got one down here in the top of the second inning. The Wildcats leading 1-0. They got that 1 run in the top half of the first. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, fouled straight back for strike two. 0-2 now the count. So they gather that ball up, does De La Riva. Get it back out to the pitcher, and here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, she got her. Swinging for out number 2. So that'll bring to the plate Bailey Garcia, the left fielder. Wears number 21 on her jersey, and she'll step in on the right side to face Martinez for the first time tonight. 2 down here in the top of the second. So the Bulldogs are now 12-6 on the season and 1-1, and that first pitch called a strike to Garcia. Lovington now 16-3, and they're 2-0 in district after game number 1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Outside, ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Next week, the Bulldogs at Portales on the 23rd. I'll tell you the rest after this pitch. 1-1. Just missed. 2-1 down and in. So go to Portales for a single game on the 23rd, and then at Goddard on the 26th for a doubleheader, 5 and 7, which I believe is next Friday. So Tuesday night at Portales, single game at 5. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 now the count. And for the Wildcats, like I said, they improved to 16-3 after game 1, 2-0 in district. And here's the 2-2 pitch from Martinez. Swing, it's a ground ball to the second baseman, and she'll pick it up. Will Lujan throw it to first. 4-3 on the ground out. And that is out number 3. So they go down in order. No hits, no runs, no errors. Nobody left on base. We'll go to the the bottom of the second inning, 1-0 Lovington, and I'll talk about their schedule when we come back.
Cisco Equipment in Artesia is your local dealership for construction equipment, both for rental and purchase. We have a full service department and parts department to provide the equipment, parts, and service you rely on.
With brands like Linkbelt, Hyundai, JCB, XCMG, and more, we want to be your primary choice for all of your equipment, sales, rentals, service, and parts. If you're looking for a specific part, come see us first.
Cisco Equipment carries a solid line of new and used equipment for rent and for sale, including excavators, loaders, telehandlers, backhoes, skidsters, and more. We proudly serve southeastern New Mexico, and we offer multiple locations in Texas so that no matter where your job is, we're here to help you get the job done.
Stop in and see us today at 1706 South 1st Street, or give us a call at 575-748-1314.
We look forward to earning your business. Cisco Equipment in Artesia, a proud supporter of your Artesia Bulldogs.
Stephen, you've been drinking. Give me your keys.
Hand over the keys. It's the right choice. Never drink, then drive.
This message from the Eddy County DWI program.
All right, they've thrown the ball around, met in the circle, and now they're breaking or the infield for the Wildcats, and coming to the plate for Artesia's the third baseman, number 7, Kinsley Rodriguez. She'll step in and face Urahara for the first time this evening. On deck is Lujan, and in the hole, De La Riva for the Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. All strike 1. So Lovington, next ball game will be this coming Tuesday. They'll be playing at Goddard in a single game. Called strike 2 to Rodriguez, caught the outside edge. And then on the 26th, they'll be playing at home, taking on the Portales Rams in a doubleheader at 5 and 7. All right, here's the 0-2. Swung on, hit well to right field. The right fielder will be at the fence and make the play. Hit it hard, but just right at her, and that is out number 1 on the line drive out to right field.
Michaela Lujan.
So that'll bring to the plate Michaela Lujan, the second baseman. And she'll face Urahara for the first time this evening. 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. 1-0 Lovington with the lead. as Lujan will step in on the right side once she sees Udahata get back into the circle, or she's in the circle but get on the pitcher's plate. I'll give you the defense for the Wildcats here in just a moment. Here's the pitch. Ball one. Garcia, Ellis, and Rodriguez from left to right. Corral, Hernandez, Morales, and Holguin from third to first. Quiroga catching, and Daphne Udahata in the circle. 1-0 pitch. Swung on, hit well to center field, and that will get out of here on the line drive. Michaela Lujan ties it up in one swing as she hits a line drive home run that just kept climbing and got over the outstretched arm of the center fielder, Zimmery Ellis. So that ties it up 1-1 with nobody out. No, there is one out. Sorry, one out on that pop fly out the right field. One out. So 1-1 our score, and Elizabeth De La Riva will step in after the Lujan blast over center field. And she just hit that on a rope, and it was gone. Here's the pitch, high and away, ball one. So 1-1 the count. As Udahata looks at her wrist, has the pitch. De La Riva back in. The pitch swung on. It's a chopper down the line, and that is foul for strike one. Corral was over there to field it on the second hop, but it was on the outside of the white line. So De La Riva will hustle back, and everybody will reset. On deck is Jenna Whitmire, and then in the hole, Kenna Morrison for the Bulldogs. With one out here, bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Ball two, just missed inside. So 2-1 now the count. Good fastball there from Udahata, just missing. 2-1 the count as De La Riva back in, ready to go, and here's the 2-1. Ball three outside, so 3-1 now the pitch count. One out. De La Riva back in, ready to go. Udahata taking a look at her wristband. Now she's ready. 3-1, and the pitch called, strike two. Caught the inside half, so full count now to De La Riva. She's back in and ready to go. Udahata gets her sign, and now she's ready, and the payoff pitch. That's too low and inside, ball four, which will bring Jenna Whitmire to the plate. Jenna playing right field here in game number two. She'll walk up the line, talk to coach, see the sign. And now we got a time taken. We're going to have a courtesy runner coming in. That will be number one. Tucker will come in and courtesy run for De La Riva. So Tucker now down at first base. Umpire gets it all written down, and we're back ready to go as he puts his headgear on, and Whitmire will step in. Udahara looking at her wristband. Now she's ready to go. The wind and the pitch. Fastball misses. Ball one. Heard the smack of the glove on that heater. A lot of mustard on that hot dog. All right, so 1-0 the count. One out. And the pitch. Ball two. So 2-0 now to Jenna. On deck is the top of the order center fielder, number 2, Kenna Morrison. And in the hole, the DP, number 15, Perseus Aguilar. Bulldogs have a runner at first base, the courtesy runner, Haley Tucker. Call strike on the inside half. 2-1 now the count to Whitmire. And she'll step back in on the right side. And Udahata has her sign, so she's ready to go. The 2-1. And it's a check swing to the second baseman. She'll pick it up, toss it to first. And that is out. Number 2 on the ground out. 4-3 the put out. So Haley down at second base and Kenna Morrison stepping in. She is 0 for 1. She grounded out to the second baseman, to the first baseman her first time through. That's a strike. 1. So 0-1 the count to Morrison. On deck is Aguilar and in the hole Carlo for the Lady Bulldogs with 2 outs and a runner down at second base in the form of Haley Tucker in scoring position, trying to get the lead. It's 1-1. Another inside pitch tied her up, and the swing is strike 2. So 2-2 the count. Kenna steps back in. Udahara has her pitch, and here's the 0-2 with 2 outs. Swung on, it's a little pop fly that will fall in front of the pitcher, and everybody will be safe. That had a lot of English on it, and she couldn't quite get there. And so the infield single puts runners on first and third. And Perseus Aguilar coming to the plate. She's 1 for 1. She ripped it into left field down the line her first time through for the single. So she's got runners on the corners. Morrison at first, Tucker at third. Here's the pitch. And that pitch is called ball 1, so 1-0 the count. Aguilar steps back in on the right side. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on. That's going to be a seeing eye single. 1 run will score. Morrison's going to go to third base, and she'll slide in safely. And down at second on the throw is Perseus Aguilar. So the Bulldogs do get another run, and they go up 2-1 on the seeing eye single from Perseus. And so Kenzie Carlo now at the plate. And the first pitch called, strike 1. So 0-1 the count with 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Aguilar at second and Morrison at third. Kenzie looks at called, strike 2, caught the outside edge. So the count now 0-2 with 2 outs. Kenzie at the plate, and she'll swing and a little ground ball to the first baseman, Holguin, who'll pick it up and tag the base for the ground out to end the threat. But the Bulldogs do some damage as they get 3 hits and 2 runs, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. 2-1 Artesia as we go into the top of the third.
Paul tells us in Galatians chapter 6 and verse 10, as we have opportunity, let us do good to everyone, and especially to those who are of the household of faith. Who wants to be taken advantage of? Well, no one. However, we're called to do good to everyone, not to be selective in who we serve. And so even if someone takes advantage of you, what Paul is telling us, Paul is saying, I want you to do good to them. I want you to serve them. I want you to take care of them. And see, in doing that, that allows us the opportunity to teach them about Jesus and about Jesus' love for everyone. See, Jesus wants all people to be saved. And so ask yourself, are you doing good to all people, or are you selective? My prayer is that you do good for all people. But if you struggle with that, please come visit us at the Hermosa Church of Christ.
Welcome back here to the ballpark. 2-1 Artesia. They get 2 runs in the bottom of the second inning to take the lead. Just got an update from Mr. Gene Dow. Goddard won game 1 over Portales in Roswell, 12-8. So they're in game number 2 there, I'm reckoning. Or getting ready to be in game number 2 if they haven't already started. We have started game 2 here. Lovington got game 1 6-2. And it's 2-1 Artesia in game 2 right now in the top of the third. First pitch to Quiroga is down and in, ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Stepping back in is Quiroga. She's the leadoff batter here in the inning and on the lineup card. On deck is Morales and in the hole Rodriguez. Here's the pitch. Called strike one. 1-1 now the count. Portales and the Wildcats played earlier this week, Tuesday night, in Portales, and it was a tight game. Lovington got the victory, and now shaking it up, and there's the pitch. Called the ball, so 2-1 now the count as Goddard wins over Portales in their first game tonight. So Portales now 0-2, Goddard 1-1, Artesia 1-1, and Portales 2-0 in district. There's a pitch, swing and a miss. Strike two, 2-2 now to Quiroga at the plate. She is 0-1. She flew out her first time through. And she'll step in with a 2-2 count and 2 down. De La Riva behind the plate gives the sign. Here's the wind in the pitch. Called strike 3. It's a drop, third strike. So the De La Riva will toss it down to first, but runner was not going.
Now batting, second baseman
So
number 4,
2-3 on the throwdown. Now to bring Honey Morales to the plate. She wears number 4. She's 0-1. She flew out to shallow center field to Morrison her first time through. Wind blowing out of the south, not as stiff as it was in game number 1. Here's the pitch, swung on, hit well to right field. Coming on and making, and she dropped the ball. She almost had it. She's going to throw it to second, though. We're going to have her out at second base. Nice recovery there for Jenna Whitmire. And she throws her out at second base. Ball went in and out of her glove, and then the dart throwing it in. So the error and then the throw out. I guess is how you would score that. And she dropped the fly ball out there in right field, but then picked it up. And out at second on the throw. So 9-6 on the throw. And the next batter is number 17, Zabri Rodriguez, and she looks at a called strike 1. She's 1 for 1. She singled her first time through. 2 down now here in the inning. We're in the top of the third. Bulldogs leading 2-1. And here's the wind and the pitch. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. Game 2 of the doubleheader. Lovington wins game 1, so they're 2-0 in district. Bulldogs fall in game 1, so they're 1-1 in district. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. 2-1 now the count to Rodriguez. On deck is Corral, and in the hole Hernandez, the 4 and 5 hitters respectively for the Wildcats. And Martinez ready to go from the circle. Here's the wind and the 2-1. Swinging and a miss. Looked like a changeup, maybe a curveball, but definitely took something off of it. So now 2-2 the count as our scoreboard going crazy again. Every once in a while it just does that. I don't know why. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. It's a ground ball to first baseman. She'll pick it up and tag out the base. Hayden Apodaca solo down there. Ground out 2-3 position. The Wildcats go down 1-2-3. We'll go into the bottom of the third inning with Artesia leading 2-1 and Zoe Warren leading things off. Stay right there.
Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency. Auto and home, life and health, personal and commercial. Bonds too, since 1925. We have the coverage for you. Innovation, service, integrity, and knowledge. J.S. Ward and Son Insurance Agency.
Once again, the best-selling truck in America for the 47th consecutive year is Ford F-150. Nobody sells more trucks than Ford, and nobody has a better selection of new and certified pre-owned Ford trucks than Artesia Ford Sales. Our inventory of Ford F-150 trucks has never been better. Plus, Artesia Ford has a great selection of new and certified pre-owned SUVs like Explorer and Expedition. Find out why Ford F-150 is the best-selling truck in America for yourself. Stop by Artesia Ford Sales today or visit artesiaford.com.
All right, Zoe Warren going to step in and lead things off here in the bottom of the third. Batting in the cleanup spot, but leading off here in the third. On deck is Caden Apodaca, and in the hole, Kinsley Rodriguez for Artesia. Our score 2-1. The Bulldogs with the lead. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball one. Defensively, Garcia, Ellis, and Rodriguez from left to right. Corral, Hernandez, Morales, and Holguin third to first. Quiroga catching, and Daphne Udahata in the circle for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Ball two. 2-0 the count. So Warren will step back in. She struck out swinging the first time through, so she's 0 for 1 here in game number 2. Here's the pitch. And that is ball 3. So 3-0 the count. Zoe waiting to step in fully till the pitcher is ready. She looks at her wristband, and now she's ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called strike one. So 3-1 now to Warren. Apodaca over there in the on-deck circle, and Rodriguez in the dugout, but she's in the hole for the Bulldogs. Nobody out. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be ball 4. So the leadoff walk for Warren will bring Caden to the plate.
Caden Apodaca.
And we're going to have... nope, she was just taking off some protective gear and giving it. Was Zoe Warren over there at first. I thought she came off, but she didn't. So she'll stay on the base path. Here's the wind in the pitch to Apodaca. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Caden will stay out of the batter's box until the pitcher is ready to go. Now she's stepping up to the plate as Udahata gets her sign. Here's the 1-0. Swung, boy, she hit that a rocket. That foul. That would have been one of those home runs that goes a long ways, but it just went a long way foul for strike one. 1-1 to count. We saw Rodriguez do that in game 1 for the Wildcats. She hit a deep shot on her first home run, and then she hit another one next at bat. That one was foul. All right, here's the 1-1. Swung on, a slow roller down, foul on the third base side for strike 2. So Apodaca will come back and reset, as Rodriguez had picked her bat up for her. Kinsley goes back to the on-deck circle. All right, so the count 1-2 now with nobody out. Warren down at first base, ready to go. Here's the pitch. High, gets by the catcher, through her glove, so Warren will end up at second base on the pass ball. It went, well, I thought it was a pass ball because it hit her in the glove. It was high, though, so 2-2 the count. Nobody out, runner in scoring position is Zoe Warren. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to the left side. Will they have room? And no, they will not. It'll get into the pitcher's cage over there for another foul ball strike. The count remains 2-2. So again, everybody will have to reset. Left fielder, shortstop, and third baseman all running over there to see if there was room. And of course, Apodaca coming back down the line from first base. And she took off on the swing. Warren back to second, and Apodaca back in ready to go. 2-2 the pitch count. Here's the pitch. Swung on, fouled off again. She's staying alive on some tough pitches from Udahata. Quiroga went and got the ball and then tossed it back out. So again, Udahata taking a look into the dugout, has her pitch. And back into the batter's box is Apodaca. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly, high pop fly to the left side. There will be room, and it will be caught over there by the third baseman, Angelina Corral, on the high ball in foul territory. And so that will bring Kinsley Rodriguez to the plate. With one out, She is 0 for 1. She line drived out to Rodriguez out in right field her first time through. Hit a pretty deep shot out there, but right at Zabri Rodriguez. So Kinsley Rodriguez at the plate. Here's the pitch. Called strike one on the outside corner. 0-1 the count. Bulldogs had, I think they only had 4 hits in game one. They've got 4 already here through 2 1/3. There's a little pop fly to the right side. The first baseman will come on and make the play in foul territory. Good job by Holkeen, as she had to hustle to get to it, and she did. And that's out number 2, and that'll bring Lujan to the plate with 2 down. She's 1 for 1. She hit that line drive smoker right over the center field fence her first time through. So she'll step in to face Daphne Udahata for the second time. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. So 1-0 the count. Elizabeth De La Riva on deck and Jenna Whitmire in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. 2 outs, and they're trying to add an insurance run here as it's 2-1, but a runner down in scoring position at second base in Zoe Warren. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 1-1 now the count. So Michaela will step back in. Udahara got her pitch, and she'll step onto the plate. And now she's going to call time at the plate, does Michaela, so she'll step out. Take a practice cut. And another little half swing. Now she steps back in, ready to go. Udahara with the 1-1. High, ball 2. 2-1 now the count. Lujan thinking about what she's expecting to see. Now she steps in with a 2-1 count and 2 down. Runner at second base. Here's the pitch. Called strike 2. 2-2 now the count. So taking a few steps back is Michaela with a 2-2 count. Now she's walking back up and steps in on the right side. 2-2, 2 down. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her. That is out number 3. So the Bulldogs, they get no hits, no runs, no errors, and 1 runner left on base as we go into the top of the 4th inning. 2-1 Artesia.
Wilbanks Trucking Services in Artesia is seeking dedicated and motivating individuals to join their team. Immediate openings include CDL drivers with pay starting at $25 to $33 per hour depending on experience. Riggers with pay starting at $20 per hour, and open positions for owner-operators. Wilbanks Trucking Services offers full benefits including medical, dental, vision, 401k, and housing for out-of-town employees. For more information on career opportunities, please call 575-746-6318 or online at wilbanks.us. Wilbanks Trucking Services is an equal opportunity employer.
Need business cards? Think Ink. How about photocopying, black and white printing, or faxing service? Think Ink. Need to put together a brochure or even desktop publishing? Think Ink. Incredible Printing. For all your printing needs and fast, friendly service, Incredible Printing is the only name you need to know. Visit our location at 514 West Main Street in Artesia, right across from the Derrick floor. For any and all of your printing needs, Think Ink. Incredible Printing in Artesia.
All right, here we are back as Angelina Corral at the plate for the Lovington Wildcats here in the top of the 4th inning. Maddie Martinez in the circle. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ground ball hard down the right field line, but foul for strike 1. Corral was hit by pitch her first time through, so she's 0 for 0. As the ball comes in from out there, Jenna Whitmire gets it into the infield, and now Maddie steps back into the circle and onto the plate. 0-1 the count. Nobody out here in the top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Ground ball at the middle. Diving for it, but not able to kind of. That's going to get all the way to the fence and a hard ground ball. So going into second base, stand-up double is Corral.
Now batting first up, number 5, Layla Hernandez.
So she stands at second base with nobody out, represents the tying run for the Wildcats. And Layla Hernandez will step in to bat. Layla's 0 for 1, but reached on an error. Her first time through on a Bulldog error. So nobody out, runner in scoring position, and Maddie steps off the rubber. Timeout taken. Oh, it was taken at the plate, so that's why she stepped off. All right, so now the reset. Here's the wind and the pitch to Hernandez. Squares to bunt. Did she pull it back? She did, so ball 1, it was high. So Hernandez, that's Layla Hernandez. She'll step back in. 1-0 the count. Martinez taking a look in to get her sign, which she now has. De La Riva set up behind the plate. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball 2 is the call. So 2-0 now the count. Everybody resets. Hernandez back in. Martinez back onto the pitcher's plate, and here's the wind and the pitch. Again, squares to bunt, unable to get it down, and that is strike 1. So 2-1 now the count. So trying to play a little small ball here, try to push her over to third base with the bunt. But 2-1 the count. The wind and the pitch. Outside, ball 3. So 3-1 now to the batter. Ellis on deck and Holguin in the hole. Down at second base is Angelina Corral, who hit that scorcher up the middle. Ground ball that made it to the fence. She hit it really hard and unable to cut it off for the fielders, so she gets a stand-up double. Here's the pitch. Called a strike. Caught the outside corner, so full count now to Hernandez. As Martinez steps back onto the pitcher's plate, ready to go. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, hit hard into the seeing eye single on the left side. Coming to the cutoff, now home, and then they're going to throw it down and in safely on the throw. So that ties it up on the single out to left field. And moving over to second on the throw was Hernandez. So that'll bring Zimmery Ellis to the plate. She is 0 for 1. She grounded out her first time through. Nobody out. And the score 2-2 now here in the top of the 4th inning. Martinez ready to go. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 down and in. Good job blocking it by De La Riva as that bounced. She kept it in front of her. So the runner stays put down there at second base. So nobody out, 1-0 the pitch. De La Riva getting the sign out to Martinez. And she steps on ready to go. 1-0. Oh, and that hit her on the hand. That's going to hurt for a while. Right off the bat, hand. So she's going to let that wear off, but that's a strike, I think. So a foul ball strike, but she is going to let her hand try to feel better, is Emery Ellis. Hopefully she didn't break anything in her hand. But I know that hurt like a son of a gun. So they're talking to her, coaches. And now they're looking for a trainer. As it might have Coach Kobe Caton coming out. He's going to take a look at it. So they're going to check out her hand, and I know that really hurt. as they're taking a look at it. We'll go ahead and take a break here. So we'll be right back. It's 2-2. We're in the top of the fourth. Nobody out and a runner at second for the Wildcats. We'll be back.
Spring into the season with a great rate at Artesia Credit Union. With their share certificate special, get an unbelievable 5.50% APR with a 12-month term on any new deposit $5,000 and over. It's easy to watch your money grow when you plant it at Artesia Credit Union. And with a rate as high as 5.50%, you can watch it grow like never before. This high rate on a 12-month term is for new deposits only with a minimum of $5,000. Learn how to spring into savings at Artesia Credit Union, 210 North 5th Street in Artesia. Member NCUA.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
All right, so we're back here. We're still talking about what we're going to do, it looks like. And so if that was a foul ball, it would be 1-1. It definitely hit her hand somewhere on the bat. So we've got a new batter coming in to replace Zimri Ellis as she was injured on the play. And that's going to be, I can't see her number yet, but as soon as I have it, I'll give it to you. I think it's number 16, Yaya Garcia, but I'm not 100%. So Yaya Garcia will come in place of the injured batter. So 1-1 the count that she'll inherit. And she steps in on the right side. Nobody out. Runner down at second base is Layla Hernandez. We're in the top of the fourth inning. And here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, hit well. That looks like it's going to get out of here. Oh, it goes off the fence. So run will score from second. She had to wait, but boy, that was hit really well on the first pitch she saw. Goes off the fence out there in left field. Only a single as she held up, but coming home on the RBI from second base. So the score now 3-2 in favor of the Wildcats. Lovington gets a run back on the Bulldogs. Actually 2, and coming in to run will be number 12 for Yaya Garcia. So a pinch runner. And that's Braylon Hernandez to run. Okay, so at the plate now will be Jocelyn Holguin, the first baseman. She's 0 for 1. She line drived out to Rodriguez her first time through. Still nobody out. Runner at first base is the pinch runner, Braylon Hernandez. And Holguin steps in to face Maddie for the second time. First pitch, called strike one. So 1 the count. On deck is Sanchez, that's Sabri Sanchez, the DP, and in the hole, Bailey Garcia. 0-1 the count. Runner down at first base is Braylon Hernandez. Holguin at the plate. Swung on, hit well, right on the nose, but right at the center fielder. And Morrison will make the play for out number 1 on the line drive, straight out to center.
Player, number 15, Sabri Sanchez.
So holding up over there at first base is Hernandez, and that'll bring Sabri Sanchez to the plate. There's number 15 on her jersey. And the pitch, she's 0 for 1, struck out swinging her first time, and there's called strike 1. So 0-1 the count with 1 out. Lovington leading 3-2 now after getting 2 runs here in the top of the fourth. Before the first out was recorded, they got 2 runs. And now lead 3-2. She's going to square to bunt. Strike two call. Throw down is in time by a mile. Great throw by Della Riva. She fires a strike down there to Carlo, and the runner was out by a bunch. Good play. Hernandez just didn't get a very good jump, I guess, and she's thrown out. Caught stealing. 2-6 is the play, and that will bring that was a strike at the plate as well, so 0-2 the count with 2 down. And Martinez ready to go. Sanchez at the plate. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss, so that is out number 3, but boy, they get some damage done as they get 3 hits, 2 runs. There were no Bulldog errors and nobody left on base. So as we go into the bottom of the 4th, it's 3-2. Artesia down by 1. Della Riva will come to the plate. Whitmire to follow, and then back to the top of the order. Morrison in the hole.
We interrupt this regularly scheduled commercial break to bring you a special news update.
Brady Deering from Richland Dodge. Last month, we had a huge sale, and this month, we are carrying over the deals, and we have added new vehicles to the mix. With prices and incentives the best we have seen in months, now is the time to purchase your new Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, or Ram. And don't forget, all qualified new and used vehicles come with the Richland's powertrain warranty for life. Come see the Dodge Boys at Southeast Main and McGaffey, and drive home in style. Ride on the Y and ride on the price.
Bob Reed Pest Control protects you and your home by controlling pests that invade. Bob Reed Pest Control understands the importance of safety in and around your home from unwanted pests. Protect your family's most important investment, your home, and protect your children and pets from the dangers of poisonous bugs and insects. Call Bob Reed Pest Control today and let our fully licensed pest control professionals start working for you and your family. Find us fast in names and numbers. Call 623-5344, serving all of Southeast New Mexico.
All right, we're back, and we're going into the bottom of the 4th inning with the Lovington Wildcats leading the Artesia Bulldogs after getting 2 in the top half. 3-2 now the score. Both teams with 4 hits, and Della Riva will start things off here. She's 0 for 0. She walked her first time through. A lot of times they make a great defensive play. They come back and get a great offensive play. We'll see. Swing and a foul tip down for strike 1 for Della Riva. She made that perfect strike of the throw down to second base to catch the runner stealing by about 5 feet. That's usually not that big of a distance, but boy, she just made a perfect throw. There's a swing. It's a ground ball to shortstop. She'll scoop it up and fire it first in time for out number 1. On the ground out, 6-3.
Now batting.
And that'll bring to the plate the right fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire. Jenna will step in. She's 0 for 1. She grounded out to the second baseman, Honey Morales, her first time through. On deck is Kenna Morrison, and in the hole, Perseus Aguilar for the Lady Bulldogs. Here in game 2 of the doubleheader, Lovington now leading 3-2. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. 1-0 the count. Jenna steps back in. Futahara gets her pitch. She's on the pitcher's plate and the pitch. And that is ball 2, 2-0 now the count. Bulldogs got their runs in the bottom of the 2nd, 2 of them. And then 2 for Lovington. That pitch inside called, strike inside strike for strike 1. Lovington actually got their first run in the top of the 1st and then got 2 more in the top of the 4th. And here we are on the bottom of the 4th. And the pitch swung on, hit well. High fly ball out to left field, having to come in, and it will fall foul. As Garcia made an effort to get there, but it just falls in front of her for a foul ball strike. So the count now 2-2 to Whitmire. And she hustles back to the plate, picks up her bat. Everybody will reset. First batter here in the bottom of the 4th inning. 2-2 the pitch count. Here's the wind and the pitch. High for ball 3. So full count now to Jenna. As the catcher Kidroga goes and gets that ball. And I wish I knew what air ball meant. Can y'all hear them? Y'all probably can't hear them, but I hear them good. They're saying somebody in one of the dugouts are screaming air ball. All right, here's the wind and the pitch, and that's high. Oh, called strike 3. My mistake. Strikeout looking, out number 1.
Center fielder number 2, Kenna Morrison.
So back to the top of the order go the Bulldogs. Kenna Morrison will step in. She's 1 for 2. She grounded out and singled on an infield single. It was a little bloop fly out in front of the pitcher that took some wicked spin and got away from the pitcher. Ball 1 to Kenna on that high pitch. On deck is Perseus Aguilar, and in the hole Kenzie Carlo for the Lady Bulldogs. 2 down here in the bottom of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Swung on, right back at the pitcher. It gets by her up the middle for a base hit. So a 2-out single. Gets the Bulldogs a 2-out rally going. As Perseus Aguilar will step in. She's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles. Morrison down at first base. Bulldogs down by 1 here in the bottom of the 4th. 3-2 is our score. Yudahara gets her pitch. She's back on, ready to go. And now she calls time. So they'll reset. Here's the pitch. Ball 1 to Perseus Aguilar. On deck is Kenzie Carlo, and in the hole Zoe Warren as we're in the meat of the order for the Lady Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. And the score 3-2 Lovington. The pitch. Ball 2. Perseus steps back in, 2-0 the count. Yudahara took a look over to the dugout to get her sign. She has it. Here's the 2-0. Ball 3, and a good job there by Quiroga to keep that ball in front of her and keep the runner Morrison down at first base with 2 outs. I've got the yawns up here in the press box. Here's the 3-0, called strike 1. So 3-1 now the count. Tying run at first base in the form of Morrison, who got that 2-out single. And now Aguilar with a 3-1 count. Good hitters count here for Perseus. Here's the wind in the pitch. Called strike 2. So full count now. Morrison can be off and running on the pitch. So Perseus steps back in. Yudahara back ready to go. And here's the 3-2. And she'll foul that back for a foul ball strike. Count remains full. Again, Perseus ready to step back in. And she does. And so now Yudahara looking over to the dugout to get her sign. And the 3-2. That's outside, and that is ball 4. So the Bulldogs will now come to the plate with the shortstop, Kenzie Carlo. She is 0 for 1. She walked, and she's grounded out. So she'll step in with the tying run at second and the go-ahead run down at first base. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Kenzie in ready to go. Yudahara still looking over to her dugout, but now has her pitch. And here it is. Ball 1 called. Zoe Warren on deck and Caden Apodaca in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs, trying to keep a 2-out rally going. Here's the wind and the pitch. Ball 2. All right, so stepping back in is Carlo. 2-0 the count, 2 down. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, right off the shin of the pitcher, but they get her out as it ricocheted to first base, and it was bang, bang, but called out at first. So a ground ball that goes off of Yudahara careens over to the first baseman. So basically 1-3 And the Bulldogs come up empty as they get one hit but no runs. There was no errors and 2 runners left on base. 3-2 going into the top of the 5th inning. Lovington with the lead.
Spring has sprung, and your friends at Sun Country Homes and Gardens have wet their plants from excitement. Sun Country carries hardy plants grown in and for our region, including landscape shrubs, trees, perennials, xeriscaping, desert plants, annual flowers, bedding plants, seeds, and vegetables too. Inside the iconic red barn, you'll find beautiful home decor, a wide selection of fertilizer, gardening supplies, and the most knowledgeable and welcoming staff in the area. Stop by Sun Country Homes and Gardens, 2707 1st Street in Artesia, and see why Sun Country Homes and Gardens is Southeast New Mexico's premier lawn and garden headquarters.
My name is Larry. I'm the discipleship pastor here at Faith Baptist Church, and for the last 7 years, I've had the privilege of helping adults learn how to do biblical community. And one of the ways that we know that we're going to impact families and the lives of people is by doing small groups. There's one group that has really impacted a lot of lives over the last 4 years, and that group is called Reengage. And so that's what we're trying to do in faith groups and community groups, and Reengage. It's a way that we're impacting our community, and we want to encourage you to be a part of that as well.
Leading off here at the top of the 5th inning and seeing ball 1 is number 21, Bailey Garcia. 1-0 count. She's 0 for 1 at the plate here in game 2. She grounded out her first time through. So she's facing Martinez for the second time. Here's the pitch, swung on, pop fly, right center field, and the right fielder, Jenna Whitmire, will come over and make the play. So the high pop fly is out number 1. So that'll get us back to the top of the order for the Lovington Wildcats. The catcher, number 2, Anahi Quiroga, will come to the plate. She's 0 for 2. Fly out and a strikeout, drop third strike as she'll step in. Lovington leading 3-2. We're in the top of the 5th, 1 out. Maddie Martinez been in the circle. She remains. There's a shot to left field. Backing, making the play is Zoe Warren. Nice over-the-shoulder catch for Zoe as she had to go back, and she reels it in for out number 2. So to the plate comes Honey Morales. She is 0 for 2, a fly out and reached on an error. She'll step in on the right side. So the aforementioned Warren out left, Morrison in center, and Whitmire in right. Rodriguez, Carlo, Lujan, and Apodaca third to first, with De La Riva catching Martinez. First pitch, fly ball in the infield, and coming up and making the play, Michaela Lujan for out number 3 on the pop fly. So the Artesia Bulldogs will go into the bottom of the 5th down by 1. Coming to the plate will be Zoe Warren, Caden Apodaca following, and Kinsley Rodriguez after that. 3-2 Lovington.
Listen up, golfers. Grab your clubs and get ready for a fun weekend of golf for a great cause, because it's time once again for the Roswell Honda Classic Charity Golf Tournament. April 20th and 21st at the Nancy Lopez Golf Course. This 2-day, 3-person scramble begins Saturday, April 20th with a double shotgun start Saturday and Sunday, 7:30 a.m. and 1 p.m., along with a golf ball drop Sunday at 9 a.m., with prizes for first place, second place, third place, longest drive, and closest to the pin. And a new Honda HR-V driver and putter with a hole-in-one. Plus free barbecue, drinks, and beer for both days. The cost to enter is $450 per 3-person team, with a portion of the proceeds to benefit the Gonzalez Hope Center. Get more info and register online at roswellhonda.com or register in person. Get your 3-person team together and get signed up now. The Roswell Honda Classic, April 20th and 21st at the Nancy Lopez Golf Course. Sign up today.
Oh, I bet you're right. Yeah. Welcome back, Bulldog fans. We were talking. Sorry, got into my conversation there. So we had some changes out there on the field for the Wildcats, as Hernandez is in right now. And if I heard right, well, Rodriguez moved to center field. What number is that? So where was she? She was in right? Okay, I got you. So Zabri Rodriguez moves over to center, and Braylon Hernandez stays in. She came in for the injured player when that ball went off her hand. So Zoe Warren at the plate. Here's the wind and the pitch. Called, strike one. Caden Apodaca on deck, and Kinsley Rodriguez in the hole for the Bulldogs. As they're down by 1, 3-2. They fell in game 1, 6-2 to the Wildcats. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. 1-1 now to Zoe. So the defense, we have Bailey Garcia in left and Braylon Hernandez in right. Zabri Rodriguez out in center. I'll give you the infield after this. It's Daphne Udahata pitching and Anahi Quiroga behind the plate, and that's ball 2. So 2-1 now to Zoe Warren. Corral, Hernandez, Morales, and Holguin is your infield from third to first. There's your Lovington defense. That pitch high, ball 3. So 3-1 now the count. Udahata gets her pitch, steps back onto the plate, and the pitch. Ball 4, so the leadoff walk puts the tying run on the base path. The go-ahead run in the form of Caden Apodaca coming to the plate, and she's had 2 infield flyouts. So Caden due, and she popped it up to the pitcher. Actually, she grounded out to the pitcher and then flew out over in foul territory to the third baseman, Corral. Udahata ready to go. Here's the pitch to Apodaca. Outside, ball 1. On deck is Kinsley Rodriguez, and in the hole, Michaela Lujan for the Bulldogs. Apodaca steps back in. Here's the 1-0. Swung on, fouled it back for a foul ball, strike 1. So 1-1 now the count. Warren down at first base after drawing the leadoff walk. And now Apodaca, the number 5 hitter in the lineup, with a 1-1 count. Udahata with the pitch. Ball 2, so 2-1 now to Caden. Bulldogs need this win to keep pace with Lovington, as they're now 2-0 in district. Bulldogs are 1-1. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a just foul. Boy, that was a close one down the line. I thought it might have drew some chalk, but it didn't. Foul ball, strike 2. So 2-2 now the count. And of course I say drew chalk, but I think that turf has that white line painted on it. So it wouldn't have splashed chalk. Well, it would have. It might have splashed chalk if it was chalk. I don't know. All right, so 2-2 the count, nobody out. Here's the wind in the pitch. Outside, ball 3. Full count for Caden. All right, Udahata gets her pitch, and Caden will step back in. Quiroga sets up on the outer edge. Here's the pitch. Swung on. Hard ground ball, shortstop. They turn it, and not in time. Good effort there, but not in time. Out number 1 on the force out.
Now batting, third baseman, number 7.
So the fielder's choice. 6-4. Out at second on that force out. And Apodaca at first base on the fielder's choice. And at the plate, Kinsley Rodriguez. She's 0 for 2. A line drive out to deep right field, and then a pop fly out over to the catcher in foul territory. Here's the pitch. Ball 1. One 1-0 the count. Apodaca at first with 1 out. She represents the tying run. Kinsley representing the go-ahead run for the Lady Bulldogs. Here's the wind and the pitch. Down and in. Ball 2. Michaela Lujan on deck, and Elizabeth De La Riva in the hole for the Lady Bulldogs. Rodriguez steps back in. Utahada gets her sign from the dugout. Now she's ready to go. The 2-0. Outside, ball 3. All right, so a quick talk from the shortstop Hernandez to Utahada. And now Kinsley steps back in and we'll wait. As Utahada now back ready to go. Here's the 3-0. And that hits her. So hit by pitch. Puts runners at first and second. And that'll bring Michaela Lujan to the plate. And calling timeout is the coach for Lovington. So he's going to walk out and have a visit with his infield and his pitcher. As Michaela will stroll down and talk to Coach Polito at the third base. And also coming in to talk is Caden Apodaca from second base. Over at first, Kinsley talking to Coach Crandall. So 3-2, we're in the bottom of the fifth. Lovington with that one-run lead. And hoping to hold on to it or add to it when they come back to bat. But right now the Bulldogs trying to get something here as they've got one out here in the bottom of the fifth, but 2 runners aboard. So the go-ahead run is at first base if they can be pushed around. As umpire starts walking out. Coach still talking to his infield and pitcher. And so everybody reset. Apodaca back to second. Kinsley stays at first. Lujan will come get ready to bat. She is 1 for 2. She has that home run that she just sent a scorcher out of here over center field. A line drive that just drove right out of the park. Second time through, she struck out swinging, so she'll step in here 1 for 2. Runners at second and first, and 1 out. 3-2 Lovington. Here's the pitch from Utahada. Called strike 1. 0-1 the count to Michaela. On deck is the catcher, number 18, Elizabeth De La Riva, and in the hole, right fielder, number 14, Jenna Whitmire. Here's the wind in the pitch. Ball 1, 1-1 now the count. De La Riva on deck and Whitmire in the hole. As Utahada has her pitch. 1-1 the count, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Swung on right back to the pitcher. She'll turn and go to first. Throw over to third, not in time. So out at first on a 1-3 ground out, but Bulldogs now have 2 runners in scoring position. As De La Riva will come to the plate. She's 0 for 1. She walked her first time through, grounded out to the shortstop her second time. And she'll step in to face Utahada for the third time here. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, ground ball to the third baseman. She'll pick it up, fired first in time. And that is out on the ground out. 5-3 the put out. And so Lovington gets out of the inning unscathed. The Bulldogs get no hits, no runs. There were no errors and 2 runners left on base as we head to the top of the 6th. 3-2 Lovington with the lead.
If you're looking for a career that offers challenge, purpose, and opportunity while valuing you and your work-life balance, we invite you to start your journey at Coterra Energy. Here at Coterra Energy, our operations are growing fast, and we're looking for qualified individuals for field and office positions. New employees are eligible to receive a sign-on bonus, and once hired, they'll receive an unmatched benefits package. Producing energy, empowering people, building community. Text Coterra, C-O-T-E-R-R-A, to 71441 to start your journey today. Coterra Energy is an equal opportunity employer.
If you're missing a tooth or several teeth, a dental implant may be the ultimate solution. Implants look and feel so much like real teeth that you probably forget you have an implant. Maupin and Brown Dentistry is one of New Mexico's most experienced implant providers, with literally thousands of implant patients who are absolutely delighted with the results. Call Maupin and Brown today for an evaluation. You'll be surprised surprised how affordable implants can be. Moppin & Brown, your choice for experienced, state-of-the-art dentistry.
All right, we're back here at the top of the 6th inning. Lovington leading 3-2. Bulldog defense back on the field as looking to get 3 up, 3 down and get back to batting will be the Bulldogs. And, of course, Lovington looking to score some more runs. They won game 1 6-2. Had a pair of home runs by the batter that's at the plate, number 17, Zabri Rodriguez, who is now in center field. Started out in right. First pitch, she hits it a ton, but it's going to be foul. Again, that's one of those that would have been out of here by a ways, but just pulled it for just a long foul ball, strike 1. She's already hit 2 bombs out of here, and one of them was a mega bomb, and she hit that thing a country mile over the left field fence. The second one was big, too. It went off the scoreboard. So she's already knocked 2 out of the ballpark here at the MAC, and she's looking to do the same here at the plate, but 0-1 is the count. Maddie looking to keep her from doing that. Martinez with the pitch. Ball 1, 1-1 the count. So Zoe Warren's out in right, Jenna Whitmire in left, and Kenna Morrison in center. Caden Apodaca at first, Kinsley Rodriguez at third, Mackenzie Carlo at short, and Michaela Lujan at second base, with Elizabeth Della Riva catching Maddie Martinez. Ball 2, 2-1 now the count to Rodriguez. On deck is number 13, the third baseman, Angelina Corral, and in the hole, the shortstop, number 5, Layla Hernandez. So Maddie has her sign and steps back in. Here's the 2-1. Swung on, pop fly to the right side, now to play. Bounce high off the concrete over there. Foul ball, strike 2. 2-2 now the count. New ball out to Madison Martinez, and she'll get ready to go here. As I hear some cars zooming away. All right, here's the 2-2 with nobody out. Leadoff batter at the plate. Swing and a pop fly back and out of play again. Foul ball. Goes off of the locker rooms over there to the right. And I guess we lost the foul growl. I guess barking guy went home. I don't see him, and I didn't hear the foul growl. Probably chilly out there. That's what I'm hearing. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing and a miss. She got her. Foul tip into the glove, and that is strike 3.
Now batting third baseman number 13,
and out number 1. So that'll bring the number 4 hitter in the lineup, batting second here in the inning, the third baseman, number 13, Angelina Corral. She's 1 for 1. She was hit by a pitcher first time through and then hit a double, just a hard ground ball that beat everybody to the fence. And so she had a stand-up double her second at bat. It was up on the right center field area, and the fielders gave chase, but it was hit so hard it got by them. There's a ground ball, third base side, foul, 4 foul ball, strike 1. On deck is the number 5 hitter in the lineup, wearing number 5, the shortstop, Layla Hernandez. And in the hole, the right fielder, wearing number 12, Braylon Hernandez. Bulldogs right side of the infield talking about it with their pitcher, Martinez. But now we're ready to go. 0-1 pitch. Ball 1. 1-1 now the count. This game has now gone an hour and 30 minutes, which is pretty lengthy for a softball game. But we had an injury and been some hits like that. Ground ball coming up and making the throw over in time. And a good scoop over there, or a good stretch and catch by Caden Apodaca. So the ground out is 6-3 for out number 2. That's Carlo to Apodaca. And that'll bring Layla Hernandez to the plate. As the base runner made her way back into the dugouts. Now we're ready to go. Martinez has her sign, and here's the pitch. Ground ball right back to Maddie. She picks it on the bounce, throws it to first base, and that is out number 3. Just a hard chopper right back to Maddie. 1-3 to put out. So they go down in there in order, and it gets us to the bottom of the 6th with Lovington still leading 3-2. Coming to the plate, Jenna Whitmire, Kenna Morrison on deck, and Perseus Aguilar in the hole.
Smile Expressions in Artesia encourages you to treat your teeth to a spring cleaning. You'll have healthier teeth and gums, fresher breath, and brighter teeth. Plus, you'll be reducing risk for dental problems and improving your overall health. To schedule your dental spring cleaning, call Smile Expressions 575-746-1900 or request an appointment from our website, artesiadentist.com. Quality dental care, hometown comfort. That's Smile Expressions in Artesia.
Forest Tire, mile after mile, we've been with you for almost 80 years. Nowadays, it seems like nothing is built to last. Phones, appliances, cars, computers. But the new Michelin Defender 2 tire is designed to outlast. With a quiet and comfortable ride, you'll have the confidence you need on the roads, whether they're wet or dry. So goodbye to short-lived and hello to something that lasts. Forest Tire, keeping you rolling since 1944.
All right, welcome back here, and the Artesia Bulldogs coming to the plate here in the bottom of the 6th with Jenna Whitmire leading things off. She's 0 for 2. She grounded out to the second baseman and is struck out looking her second time through. Got an update a while ago from Jean. I didn't realize I had it on my phone, but at the end of 2, about, looks like about 15 minutes ago, about 10, 12 minutes ago, Goddard was up 9-4. In game 2, and they won in game 1 12-8 against Portales. So they're the other half of our district playing in Roswell. Here's the wind in the pitch. Whitmire turns to bunt, bunts at the third baseman. She's going to throw it over in time. Boy, that was close. Bang, bang. So out number 1. On the good bunt and good effort there by Jenna, but works out. The third baseman throws the ball across 5-3 or 5-4 actually, because his first baseman had charged as well. So that'll bring Kenna Morrison to the plate. She's 2 for 3 with a pair of singles, and she'll step in with 1 out. Leadoff batter for the Bulldogs. First pitch, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Lovington leading 3-2, with the Bulldogs trying to get some runs across and get the split tonight. And if they're able to, there'll be 3 2-1s in the district. Here's the pitch. Swung on. That's a hard ground ball down the line. She'll turn and go to second base with her speed. They're going to throw it in. Nope, she'll hold up. Good throw there. Good job out there in left field by Bailey Garcia to get that in. As Morrison was wheeling around second base, but Garcia got to it quickly. Made the throw in, and so Perseus Aguilar will come to the plate. She's 2 for 2 with a pair of singles and a walk. Tying run at first base with 1 out. Udahara taking a long look into her dugout for her sign. Now she has it. It's 9-4 after 3 complete in Roswell. That pitch is outside, ball 1. So Goddard, if they can hold on, they'll be 2-1 in district. Portales will fall to 0-3, and if the Bulldogs can win, they'll be 2-1, and Lovington will be 2-1. If Lovington wins, they'll be 3-0. There's a pitch. That's a rake down the line. That's fair, and that's going to put Kenna at second base. She'll hold up as, again, Garcia got to it pretty quick. So the single with 1 out, back-to-back singles, will bring Kinsey Carlo to the plate. So now the tying run and the go-ahead run on board. Here in the bottom of the 6th inning, the Bulldogs trying to get these runs across and get the lead as Kinsey steps in. She's 0 for 2. She walked and grounded out to the pitcher and to the first baseman, so she's due. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. It's a little pop fly straight up, and in foul territory, Quiroga will make the play for out number 2. So that'll bring Zoe Warren to the plate, with runners at first and second and 2 outs. Zoe is 0 for 1. She struck out swinging her first time through, but she walked the next time two times she's come in to bat. Here's the pitch, called, strike one. 0-1 the count as Zoe takes a look down to Coach Polito, now steps back in. Udahara looking into her dugout to get her sign, which she now has. 0-1 the count, and here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball one, down and away. 1-1 is the count. 2 down and runners at first and second. We have Morrison down at second, 1-1. And Aguilar at first. Here's the pitch. Called, strike two. So 1-2 now the count. As Zoe steps back in. Udahara is ready to go. And the 1-2. Swung on, pop fly out to right center field. The center fielder will camp out under it and make the play for out number 3. And so the Bulldogs unable to get anything across in the bottom of the 6th. 2 hits but no runs, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We'll be back after this word from our sponsor going into the top of the 7th. 3-2 Lovington.
Ruben Loza here with Richland. We have over 80 pre-owned vehicles on our lot, and they are all marked with great deals. So of course you're getting the best price at Richland, but you also get powertrain for life. If you do all your oil changes and tire rotations at Richland, you get a powertrain warranty that includes all engine, transmission, and driveline repairs for the life of your vehicle, which means thousands of dollars in savings. So save yourself some dollars and worries and purchase your vehicle from Richland at 2nd and Sycamore and at the Y in Roswell, home of Powertrain for Life.
The need to grow past our basic capabilities and experience the impossible will forever keep aviation technology evolving. Within the Aviation Maintenance Technology program at ENMU Roswell, students thrive knowing that the faculty and community are supporting their success. ENMU Roswell is dedicated to empowering students through hands-on skills training in a nurturing environment. To learn more, contact us today.
All right, welcome back here as the Bulldogs are going into the top of the 7th, down by 1 to the Lovington Lady Wildcats. Wildcats got game 1, 6-2, so they want to stay perfect in district and get this win. Of course, the Bulldogs want to split here tonight, and they'll both be 2-1 in district if they can make that happen. Right now, the Bulldogs 1-1 in district, the Wildcats 2-0. Martinez in the circle. She's ready to go. Braylon. And actually, we've got Yaya at the plate. So number 16 back into the ball game. She looks at called strike one. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there from Martinez. So Yaya Garcia was 1 for 1. She came in to bat for the injured player earlier. And she is pinch hitting now for Braylon. 0-2 the count. And the pitch. Down low for ball 1. 1-1 now the count. And I don't know if I gave the update, but it's 9-4 after 3 complete in Goddard. I think I did give it up. Did give it. Gene sent that to me. So they're just now in their 3rd inning of their 2nd game. We're in the 7th. There's a swing. That's up the middle. Catching it and throwing it across. In time is Mackenzie Carlo. Ground out 6-3 on the play. And that's out number 1. That'll bring number 9, Jocelyn Olguin, to the plate. The first baseman for the Wildcats is 0 for 2. She's hit a pair of line drives, 1 to the 3rd baseman, Rodriguez, and 1 to Morrison out in center. As she steps in, De La Riva gets the sign. Maddie Martinez back onto the pitcher's plate, ready to go. Here's the pitch. A little bit low, ball 1. 1-0 the count. On deck is Sabri Sanchez. And in the hole, Bailey Garcia for the Wildcats. As they have a 1-run lead here in the top of the 7th. want to add to it, do the Wildcats. Here's the pitch, and that's outside, ball 2. So 2-0 the count now. Martinez gets ready to go, getting her sign from De La Riva. And here's the 2-0. Swing and a foul tip into the glove for strike 1. So 2-1 now the count. And the 2-1. Bounces it up there. 3-1 now the count to Holguin. On deck is Sanchez and in the hole Garcia. I think I already said that. Defensively for the Bulldogs, Warren in left and Whitmire in right. Morrison in center. De La Riva catching and Martinez pitching. Kenzie Carlo is at short. Michaela Lujan at second. Kinsley Rodriguez at third. And Caden Apodaca over at first base. 3-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So a full count now coming in the infield. A couple of them, I think, thought it was strike 3. But it's a full count with 1 out. As we're now an hour and 42 minutes into the ball game. Almost 9 o'clock here. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swing. Oh, she did not swing. She checked her swing. And that is ball 4. So the 1-out walk will bring the DP to the plate. Number 15, Sabri Sanchez. She is 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. So she'll step in down there. Well, she's looking at her coach, waiting to see a sign, and now she's getting it. Sanchez will step in on the right side. Martinez with her sign from De La Riva, and here's the pitch. Squares to bunt it, bunts it foul backwards for strike 1. So everybody reset. Sanchez back in on the right side. Martinez looking to De La Riva for the pitch, and she now has the sign. And here's the 0-1. Swung on, pop fly back and out of play for strike 2 on the second foul ball. That ball may make it back. I don't know if it will or not. Perseus was trying to give it some help, but unable to get it. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 softballs up on the net. 0-2 the count, 1 out. Runner at first base is Holguin, and Sanchez at the plate. De La Riva gets the sign from the dugout. She gives it to Martinez, and she's ready to go. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and that is out. Number 1. Nope, that's out number 2. And that brings to the plate number 21, Bailey Garcia, the left fielder. She's 0 for 2. She's grounded out and flown out. Flown out, fly out, flew out. One of those things. So she'll step in to face Martinez for the 3rd time. Here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, pop fly into the net on the right side. For foul ball, strike 1. 0-1 the count. 2 down, runner at first base for the Wildcats. Martinez looks in to De La Riva, gets the sign, and here's the wind and the pitch. Swung on, that's going to be raked into right field. It'll one-hop into the fence, throw in from Whitmire, and they're going to get her out at second base, and that'll be out number 3 as Whitmire with another strike from the fence, and that is out number 3, as I said. So the single out there, but then thrown out at at second base on the tag out, on the throw out. That would be 9 6, and that is out number 3. So the Bulldogs down by 1 coming into the bottom of the 7th, down 3-2 with Apodaca, Rodriguez, and Lujan coming to the plate.
Now is a pretty darn good time to be shopping for a truck. Here at Guy Chevrolet, they have both the GMC Sierra 1500 and the Chevrolet Silverado 1500 truck being offered with only 1.9% financing on approved credit. 1.9% saves you thousands on your payments. Let Guy Chevrolet's friendly staff help you select the Chevy Silverado or GMC Sierra of your dreams and get 1.9% financing while they last. Guy Chevrolet, treating you like family for 99 years on the corner of 1st and Main in Artesia.
Hi Artesia, Cambria here from your local KFC and Taco Bell. Being a mom of 2 boys, I know the struggle after a long day of trying to get dinner on the table. So let us take that off your to-do list. Come by and try our 10-piece feast. A 10-piece dark special with mashed potatoes, gravy, creamy coleslaw, 5 buttermilk biscuits, and a half-gallon beverage bucket of your choice for only $31.99. We will also now honor our competitors' coupons at our location. Yes, that's right. Save your gas from driving across town and bring their coupons to our store. As always, it's great to be a Bulldog, and we hope to see you soon at your local Artesia KFC Taco Bell.
All right, the Bulldogs down to their final 3 outs here with a 3-2 deficit, bottom of the 7th. Caden Apodaca to lead things off. They got to get at least 1 to keep the ball game going. Coach Polito talking to the home plate umpire about something. Now she'll trot down to third base to coach from there. And Caden steps in to face Udahara. She's 0 for 3 so far in the ball game, so she's due. Here's the pitch. Swung on, pop fly to center field. Coming on and making the play will be Rodriguez for out, number 1 on 1 pitch. So that'll be Kinsley Rodriguez to the plate. She is 0 for 2, a line drive and a fly out, and she was hit by pitch her last at bat. Middle of the 4th in Roswell, it's 9-5 Goddard. So they're still leading there. If they can get the win, they'll be 2-1. Portales will drop to 0-3. All right, here's the pitch. Inside, ball 1. 1-0 to Kinsley. On deck is Michaela Lujan. And in the hole, Elizabeth De La Riva for the Bulldogs. Wind still blowing out of the south. Here's the pitch. Ball 2. So 2-0 to Kinsley. And the 2-0 from Utahada. That one called strike 1. 2-1 now the count. As she steps back in. Garcia, Rodriguez, Hernandez from left to right defensively for the Wildcats. Here's the pitch, called strike 2. Corral, Hernandez, Morales, and Holguin from third to first with Quiroga catching Udahara, who has now thrown 113 pitches. The Bulldogs have had 11 base runners left on base. If they do end up falling, they'll look back at that. Couldn't push them around. Here's the pitch, foul tip, straight back for a foul ball strike. So the count remains 2-2. They've had 7 hits, but leaving 11 on has hurt them. And the 2 errors also hurt them. They have had 2 errors in the ballgame. Lovington has had 5 hits, 3 runs across, and have left 3 on the base paths. Here's the pitch, swung on. That's a ground ball right to the first baseman, and that is out number 2, unassisted. Ground out to first base. So down to our final out, Michaela Lujan will step in. She is 1 for 3 with a big home run. She represents the tying run, so she's got to get on board to get that tying run across. On deck is Elizabeth De La Riva, and in the hole, Jenna Whitmire. As Udahara now has her sign, steps in. Lujan in to face her, and here's the pitch. Ball 1. A little bit high and inside, so 1-0 the count. As Lujan steps out. Now back in, ready to go. So 1-0, here's the pitch. Ball 2, 2-0. 2 down. We're in the bottom of the 7th, and the Bulldogs got to get a run to tie things up here. So Michaela looking to get on any which way she can as she steps back in. And the pitch. And that is ball 3 high, so 3-0 the count now. At 5:30, it felt like 72, and here at 9:06, it feels like 60. So it is chilly out there, I guess. I mean, I guess everybody bundled up. It's only 60. That's with the wind. Feels like 60. So the count 3-0 as Lujan steps back in. Here's the wind in the pitch. High ball 4, so the tying run now aboard. And the go-ahead run coming to the plate, the catcher, number 18, Della Riva. That's Elizabeth Della Riva. She's 0 for 2. She walked her first time through and then grounded out 2 times in a row, once to the third baseman and once to the shortstop. So she's looking to get on board here or even drive the run in. So Lujan at first. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 5. I mean, she threw 4 in a row, and now ball 1 to Della Riva. So Udahata taking a look over into her dugout. And she gets the pitch. Here it is. High for ball 2. And 6 in a row as the catcher Quiroga calls time. All the infield's going to go in and talk to her as well. So 2-0 the count, 2 down, 3-2 Lovington. Yeah, I thought it was really cold, but it feels like 60. Or that's what my phone says. So I guess it's when you're sitting outside and the wind's blowing on you, it feels colder. I mean, I couldn't tell because I'm sitting up here, but I was watching people put on coats and then put on blankets. I was like, man, that wind is cold. All right, 2-0 the count as they finish their meeting in the circle. Udahata still looking over to the dugout to get her sign. Now she has it. And here we go, the pitch. Swing and a miss, big cut there for Della Riva. 2-1 now the count. Tight ball game here. Bulldogs down by 1. We're in the bottom of the 7th if you're just now joining us. And now time called. And it looks like the umpire giving a warning to the dugout for taking too long. Oh, he gave a ball. He awarded a ball, so it's 3-1. Here's the pitch, and that's ball 4. And so that will put the runner at first base in the form of Elizabeth Della Riva, and to second goes Michaela Lujan. And now coming in to run for Della Riva will be Haley Tucker. I think she's coming in. Yeah, she's coming in at first base, so a pinch runner actually. Nope, Della Riva's the catcher, so a courtesy runner will be Haley Tucker. And so Jenna Whitmire will step in. She is 0 for 3, so it's her turn to get off the schneid. Ground out, strike out, ground out. And now we're going to have the umpire talking to somebody in the stands. And so he's going to wait until somebody's going to be let go. And the Lovington fan doesn't want to go, but he's going to walk down. All right, so we'll take care of that business, and we'll be back to softball here. As Jenna Whitmire will step in. 2 down, runners at first and second for the Bulldogs. Here's the pitch. Called strike 1. 0-1 the count. Bottom of the 7th. 3-2 Lovington. Tying run in, go ahead run on the base pass. That pitch called the ball. 1-1 now the count. Artesia fans liked it. Lovington fans did not. All right, so 1-1 the count. Here's the wind in the pitch. Swung on. It's fouled back to the right side for a foul ball, strike 2. So 1-2 now the count with 2 down as Whitmire will step back in. Udahata gets her sign. And here's the pitch. High, ball 2. 2-2 now to Jenna. Whitmire now back in. Udahata gets her sign, and she'll step on and ready to go. Here's the 2-2. High, ball 3. So a full count now with 2 down. Runners can be off and running on the pitch. Full count, 2 outs. Runners will be moving. As Whitmire takes a step back in. Udahata has her sign, and here's the payoff pitch. The runners go. Swung on, and that's a swing and a miss, and they will win the ball game on the strikeout as the Artesia Bulldogs do fall to the Lovington Wildcats on the big cut by Jenna, but come up empty, and that will end the ball game. We'll go ahead and get a break going, and then we'll come back. I think we're going to carry the senior night, so I'll leave that to these guys, but I'll come back after this.
Gear up for the next sports season with a sports physical at PMS Artesia Family Health Center. For only $25, ensure your student athlete is ready to hit the field with confidence. Schedule an appointment today by calling 575-746-9848 or visit online at pmsnm.org. Let us help your young athlete at the top of their game. Choose PMS Artesia Family Health Center for affordable, quality care.
Hocker & Sons of Artesia, a company specializing in excavation and construction, is proud to support and provide construction services to the people and businesses of Eddy County and the surrounding area. With their expert knowledge of the industry, Hocker & Sons is well equipped to offer top-level service and professionalism to all oil field businesses, commercial and private parties with excavation and construction needs. Call Hocker & Sons today at 575-365-3175 or visit their website at hockerandsons.com. Go Bulldogs!
The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center is now open from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. and 2 to 4 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday. Located in the historic Ward Morehouse, the Artesia Museum and Art Center offers information on local and area history. The Art Annex next door features rotating exhibits such as local art shows and temporary in-house displays. For event schedule and upcoming social exhibits, visit their website, artesianm.gov/museum, or call 575-748-2390. The Artesia Historical Museum and Art Center, 505 Richardson in downtown Artesia.
Attention high school students and parents of high school students. Do you want to visit Eastern New Mexico University from the comfort of your own home? Then plan on attending the ENMU Virtual Open House on Saturday, April 20th, starting at 10 a.m. You can get a virtual tour of campus, talk virtually with current students, and win great prizes. Sign up today at enmu.edu/open house. Eastern New Mexico University. Student success. That's what we're about.
It's the Big Savings Grocery Sale at Fens Country Market in Artesia. Food Club barbecue sauce, select varieties, 18 ounces, $1 each. Food Club vegetable oil, 40 ounces, $3 each. Food Club mayonnaise, 20 ounces, real or light, 2 for $5. And Kellogg's cereals, select varieties, 2 for $10 at Fens Country Market in Artesia. And right now, Coca-Cola select flavors, 2-liter bottle, 2 for $4 at Fens Country Market in Artesia.
All right, a heartbreaker for the Bulldogs, a big win for the Wildcats in game number 2 as they win 3-2. Lovington got 1 in the top of the first and 2 in the top of the fourth off of 5 hits. There were no errors on the Wildcats, and they leave 3 base runners on the bases. For the Artesia Bulldogs, they get 2 in the bottom of the second, and that is it. Off of 7 hits, they had 2 errors that hurt them, and they leave 13 runners on the base path. So one thing they'll look back on this ball game is we got to get those base runners around because they had the opportunities to do it with 13 left out there in the base path. So getting the win is Utahada. Martinez will take the loss for the Bulldogs, and the Bulldogs fall to 1-2 in district, and the Lovington Wildcats now improved to 3-0. So we're going to go ahead and get our close going, but we're going to have online, we will have the senior night. Half of the seniors will be introduced, and Jeffrey is going to take over the controls here and run that. But you have a great night, and if you want to continue watching senior night, stay right here on KSVPTV.com, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Have a great weekend. Joby Hodling signing off. We'll see you next.
That concludes this presentation of sports on AM 990 and 93.7 FM KSVP. Sports on KSVP AM and FM is presented by Artesia Animal Clinic, Artesia Credit Union, Artesia Family Health Center, and Presbyterian Medical Services, Artesia Ford Sales, Artesia General Hospital, Artesia Plumbing and Heating, Artesia Police Department, Big O Tires, Bob Reed Pest Control, Buckhorn Productions, LLC, Business Notions, Kane Electric Supply, Central Valley Electric, Cisco Equipment, Deans Incorporated, Devon Energy, Dooley's Auto Sales, Edge Safety, ENMU Portales and ENMU Roswell, Faith Baptist Church, Forest Tire, Guy Chevrolet, H&R Block of Artesia, Hermosa Church of Christ, HF Sinclair, Hawker & Sons, J&J Home Care, JS Ward, KFC of Artesia, La Fonda, Lois Oliver Real Estate, Moppin & Brown Dentistry, Pecos Valley Equipment, Pepsi, Pressure Services LLC, Primary Residential Mortgage, Richland Motors, Roger and Ramona Kilpatrick of Berkshire Hathaway Enchanted Lands, Roswell Seed Company, Smile Expressions, Southwest Printers, Sun Country Garden Center, Tate Branch of Artesia, Turpinning & Sons Mortuary, Trustmark Roofing, University of New Mexico, Wilbanks Trucking, Sandy Stockton, and State Farm of Artesia. Thanks for tuning into this presentation of sports on KSVP AM and FM. We now return you to your regular scheduled programming.
Engine's performance and fuel economy. Whether you're driving a sports car or a daily commuter, Gasoline Extreme is specially formulated with PEA to deep clean. Don't settle for an average driving experience. Upgrade to Hot Shot Secret Gasoline Extreme and go further on each tank. Order now on Amazon or HotShotSecret.com. Hot Shot Secret. Powered by science.
Hey, Artesia Bulldog fans, are you ready to unleash the spirit of victory this season? Tate Branch Auto Group is proud to stand alongside the Bulldogs as they charge onto the field, court, and track. Just like our commitment to delivering top-notch vehicles and service, your dedication and passion for the Bulldogs inspire us every day. Visit Tate Branch Auto Group today, either in person or online, because when it comes to supporting the Bulldogs, we're all in. Tate Branch Auto Group, revving up the Bulldog pride. Go Bulldogs!
Hi, this is Jim Gill for Roswell Seed Company, here to announce that our geraniums are ready. So now the great debate begins. Are they pink or are they raspberry sorbet? Are they orange or are they Caribbean coral? Well, whatever you call them, they're the prettiest geraniums anywhere. We raise them in our own greenhouse, then send them home with you to brighten up the world. So come get yours now while the selection is best. Don't worry about the silly names.
I heard that.
Yes, dear. Coming, dear. Right away, dear. Of course, you're right.
Pressure Services LLC in Artesia has immediate openings for experienced vacuum truck, kill truck, and hydrovac operators. Operators must hold a Class A CDL or Class D CDL, at least 2 years of experience, and be at least 25 years of age. All positions require a clean driving record and must be able to pass a DOT drug and alcohol screen. Pressure Services offers great pay with IRA benefits and employer contributions toward health benefits. Please apply in person at 402 West Main in Artesia, inside the Age Safety Facility. Equal opportunity employer.
I'm Mike Elliott, the outreach pastor here at Faith Baptist Church. One of the ministries I have the privilege of community groups, we have the opportunity to reach out to people within our community who don't attend our church, as well as reach out to people who are new to our church so they can become more involved with what we're doing. Through this ministry, we have the but our faith within our community and within our church.
KSVP AM 990 and 93.7 FM.
Tonight it was once a conspiracy theory and now it seems to be happening, the dead internet theory. And there are a lot of
senior is Zoe Warren. Zoe is escorted by Melissa and Justin Warren. Her future plan is to go to the University of Oklahoma. Her favorite player is Sydney Romero, and her favorite candy is Blue Nerd Clusters. Her favorite softball memory is pranking the new coaches, Nana, Nana, and Gracie, and see them freak out. Her superpower would be mind reading because I am nosy. Her advice to underclassmen: enjoy everything, make everything as fun as possible, and talk to everyone. Zoe Warren. And our last senior of the evening is Mackenzie Carlo. Mackenzie is escorted by Jonna and Joe Carlo. Her future plans are to attend Wayland Baptist University and play softball. Her favorite player is Kinsey Hansen. Her favorite candy, Reese's Eggs. Her favorite softball memory is winning state her freshman year and getting ice cream afterwards. Her superpower would be time travel so she can experience the 90s. Her advice to underclassmen: it is what you make it. Kinsey Carlo. Let's give a big round of applause to all of these graduating seniors.